Okie dokie then. Come on, Minoru. We have work to do. Cool. So it is this thing here. Right, where are you on the minimap? No, no, no. Maybe. Found you. Right, that's Bronx defeated there. Oh, that's going to be a faux construct. Don't need to worry about that. Okay, then. There's the eager hideout, and one boss left. No, then I've got those two to do as well. Ah! Okay, here first, and we'll see what that boss is, and then after that, we'll work our way up. This looks like it's probably a boss repeat. Oh, Master Sword back. I am really, really going to have to start taking on enemy encampments again as well, because I'm also running out of fusion material. Because if I want a weapon that does any decent damage, then I'm going to have to go and murder a bunch of things. Just so tiring. I miss just being able to get a single upgraded sword, and then that's it. And then I can just buy it. Oh. Bugger off! Right, as I was saying. Oh, they drop Zonite, don't they? Oh, fine. I'll take that and I'll take that. Oh, yeah. Okay. Bit more Zonite. More board. Zonite. Doesn't look like I'm too far away now. It's a rock monster? I forget the name. Go to blah blah, whatever the dickens it is. Yes, it's the big rock crab. Marvelous. And it's one that we've not defeated yet because there's a treasure chest. Also, marvelous. Marbled Goma. Three-legged Goma. Angry, I cannot climb walls! Ow. Ow. Aha! There we go. There we go. Yeah, now I need something strong. That'll do. Let's use this the boomerang to get a 56 damage weapon. Marvelous. So we'll have to come back and fuse that with something, I think. Maybe. Actually, then again, Final Horn, more damage, maybe. Don't know. We'll see. Ah. Huge crystalline charge. Very pretty, but completely useless for us now. Right, do I keep that marked as a boss, as a thing on the map? I'm going to be honest with myself, probably not, because at some point down the line, I'm probably not even going to think about these mini-bosses for upgrades. I'm just going to go, oh, well, I need something big and heavy. I'll go after a silver Lionel. So, meh. May as well get you started on the beer early. Well, I've got my cider. Not beer, it's cider. Then, yeah, maybe a snack for something on my stomach, and then, yeah, I will walk off down to the restaurant. Right, let's do the Eager Hideout, and then we'll go up north. Oh, also, take a swig. Cheers, Adam. Hello. Okay. Right. Yeah, now I will use a hover bike on the principle of I really don't want to run that distance, and also it gives me an advantage with taking out the ego when I get to that hideout. Unless I find out I've already conquered this hideout and I'm just wasting everyone's time again, which is an entire inevitability and possibility as well. Oh, hold on. What are you? I'm past it now. Come on. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, that works. You are a boomerang guy. Do not care. Nine. Oh, nope. Well, that works. Right up. Eagle log, stardate. I don't understand how stardates work. I have successfully succeeded in riding a horsey-worsey made of nothing but bones. It has some kind of fancy name. Stall horse. Perhaps, I do not know. On the surface, witnesses report seeing it only at night. I saw it up there, just once. Ever since I wanted a chance to ride that horse, I never thought that I'd get the chance in the depths. However, it must be some kind of demonic beast. It ran through gloom without even noticing. I need to practice, so I don't get thrown off again. Into a pool of gloom. Though thankfully it wasn't me. I crashed into Timkins, and Timkins fell in the gloom. Poor Timkins will never be the same. As soon as I recover, I'm going to find another. Glory be to Master Koga! Awesome. Right, now we go and find out if I've actually done this place or not. Boing. Oh, I don't think we have. Odd crystalline charge. Alice. Eager schematic. No, we haven't done this one. Okay, cool. No way of knowing if I've got all the schematics either, unless I make a new spreadsheet. Oh, that's interesting. I can basically just get a bunch of bombs and glue them together to make one very large explosion, I suspect. Right. Bomb bouquet. Right, so there is, I don't need that. Do I really want to keep these two Hinox here? Oh, that's a Stalnox. Well, no. And that is a Stalnox. Well, no. So that answers that question quite easily. It says there's a Hinox here, and I don't know if I've actually defeated it or not. Well, I'm going to worry. I have a thing to fight up here instead. Oh, it's a boss that we haven't defeated yet. Okay. Sure. Well, oh, it's the squiddy one, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Hello. Oh, joy. Sidon, where are ya? Will this work? Ow! Alright. The answer's no. Blimey, it's not that long ago since I fought this boss. Why can I not remember how to do it? So much for the Master Sword. Just everyone wailing on it. Wow, completely impressive. Hey, must have been out of range. Okay then. Oh wow! How did I miss? Ow. Fine side on. There you are. You must have to freeze it or bomb it. Yeah, lick the baddie. No. Oh, it's done this again. So much for that sword. Ah. Oh, I've lost it. Oh, there is. That's not the way I... Oh. Good. Fine. Now where is it? Ow. Flash fruit, let's try that. That didn't really do that much. Yeah, no, I still hate this phase of this fight. Finally! This seems like a massive waste of weapons, but no matter. Well, I need to defeat it, so. And then he just dehydrates in a split second, and that's it. Cool! Look, I get a bunch of Octorok stuff. Oh, golly gee golly, fantastic, goody goody. Right, well, I can mark him done as well now. Octorok done. Right, let's go and get our 100 crystalline charges, wherever it is. There it is. There's still so many bosses, my dude. I know. I know. Right. We've got the Franks next. Yeah. There's the Franks next. There's a lot of things. But in fairness, the map's clearing. I mean, that entire section's now done. Only stuff I've left... Oh, right, that can be done. Only stuff left really is just a few bits and pieces that I can farm. To be honest, mainly weapons, actually. Well, weapon material. No, I'll get rid of them. Hmm? Oh, that's why that looks weird. I've left a star. Right, so... There's just that in this area. Those two are Gloom Hands and a Silver Lionel. I'll leave them as skulls for the time being. Don't know what that is. I think that's a Hinox. It's not actually that many, really. I mean, there's still some left in that part of the map that we'll have to do, but... There is, yeah, I know, there's no real point to it. Tears of the Kingdom, mini boss. Right. Monster medals? What? What the dickens is a monster medal? Find it in the emergency shelter at Lookout Landing and choose the option. How about big monsters, unusual monsters? Choose the option to obtain a side quest related to the monster medals. Oh! Know that you need to complete any of the monster crew control things to bring players to Hyrule and find side quests to become available. Monster medals are for doing all the types of monsters. All Garland side quests. Wanted Moldiger, wanted Hinox, wanted Talus, wanted Sky Giant, wanted Unknown Huge Silhouette, wanted Unknown Three-Headed Monster. 6 medals in total. Right. Tell you what, then. Because I get the feeling a lot of these are just so I can farm high-level components. We've got a bit of time left. Let's make a detour to Lookout Landing. Let's see where we stand with this side quest. Because you know what? I'm half tempted to just call... Sure, if we get this side quest and we get all the monster medals, then we can classify the mini-bosses as complete, in my mind. Oh, am I kidding? I've still got a bunch more to do in the depths. But you know what? At least we can find out where we stand with the monster medals. I don't know how many Moldiger I have to defeat, though. I don't think I've defeated that many, to be honest. What am I talking about? I'm basically just... Oh, well... Oh, we're here now. It's actually quite nice to be back on the surface for a change. No, don't do it, Ezio. You're probably going to end up... Oh. Oh, wow. Cool. The banners for the people we've helped have shown up at Lookout Landing. I like that. That's pretty neat. Oh, well. Right, bonk. Hello. Hmm? What? Is that really you, Link? You've returned. I've been here for a while, mate. It's such a relief to see that you're safe. Oh, and I introduce myself. I am Garland's, head of the Monster Control Crew. Oh. We were tasked by Purah to help with the search for the Princess Zelda, but Purah has since reassigned us to our original duty. It's our job to keep the monsters at bay as best as we can throughout Hyrule. And we are receiving assistance from the Gerudo, for which we are deeply grateful. Monster Control Crew, sure. Yes, we've assembled a crew to contend with the monster problem. Purah herself has coordinated our efforts. Ever since the upheaval, there's been an increase in monsters throughout Hyrule. Volunteers have been organized into 3 squads to face monsters head-on and protect civilians. In case you're wondering who I am, I'm the head of those squads, and it's my job to strategize and deploy them. For a while, we were aiding in the search for Princess Zelda, but we've since resumed our original mission to keep the monsters of Hyrule at bay as best we can. Our 3 Monster Control Crew squads provide us regular updates while on expedition. They've also been updating us on recent large monster sightings. Please utilize any and all intel we have to better equip you for your search for the Princess Zelda. And considering you're a legendary swordsman, maybe you can lend a hand in the hunt for the large monsters. I would really appreciate it. Squads are moving out of the monsters' activity now. I'm not current on their whereabouts, if you're curious. How about big monsters? Garland keeps track. You don't have to worry about doing math. That's good. Stone Talus! Our comrades out on the survey in Akala reported an attack by a Talus. The Talus looks like a giant, immobile pile of angry rocks. That's a miss. With our current weapons, we wouldn't be able to put a scratch in the thing. Already done, isn't it? Would you like to ask about another large monster? No, I've heard... Oh, you've got to... Stone Talus. Oh, you mean I have to now go off and... Fine. Recently, there were travellers passing through Tribble Plain near the Woodland Stable in Northeast Hyrule Field. Their intel confirms the sighting of a Hinox in the area. Hinoxes are huge one-eyed beasts. They are incredibly strong, so strong in fact that they wield trees as weapons. We'd go after it, but with that kind of strength, we'd be in over our heads. It's a real situation. You already defeated it? Incredible. Well, of course you did, Link. Taking down a big monster like that all by yourself comes with no surprise. It's not much, but please take this. Silver rupee, okay. We're hoping we can always count on your expert skill. Okay, so apparently it's a very specific monster I have to kill. Oh no, I've already asked about the Stone Talus. Moldiger.
I have a report saying that an Moldiger was discovered in the East Barrens in the Grudo Desert. The report came from the ground research team, and they've asked for us to exterminate it. A Moldiger is a terrifying beast that swims through the sand like it's a fish. We'd go after it, but we don't have the means to tackle a monster that burrows into the sand. You already defeated it. Incredible. Well, of course you did, Link. Taking down a big monster like that all by yourself comes as no surprise. It's not much, but please take this.
Wasn't I supposed to get monster medals for this?
Here's hoping we can always count on your expert skill.
Or do I have to wrap up all of his sub-stories before I unlock that? How about big monsters? Oh, no, never mind. Squads and expeditions.
How's squad, Terran squad, and Flaxel's squad of monster control crew are taking down monsters all across Hyrule. How's squad? How's squad is hunting monsters in Hyrule Field to the south. Lookout Landing. If you see them, do me a favor and help them out, please.
Oh, right, okay. Never mind then. Doesn't look like they're sub-stories. They're just things. Right, so that was a complete waste of our time, because all we did was just unlock a sub-story for us to go and kill a very specific stone talus. Mentioning killing very specific stony things. Quest is bring peace. Marvellous. Well, we'll get to it eventually. I'll have to kill the stone talus, I think, and then it'll ask me to kill the randomized big monsters, so, Right up. I think after a while I will have to knock this monster hunting on the head, however, and continue with the story so I can start farming up all of... I'll have to start fighting kinds of monsters around the world again, I think. So I can start resupplying my weapons, because I am running rather low. Well, not weapons, but I'm starting to run rather low on fusion material, which is unfortunate. And a pain in the neck. Right. Okay, that was weird, but sure. Ow! Yeah, it's 101 arrows. Right, I'm gonna have to find more arrows at some point. Boing. You've done a few... Oh, I'll read that chat message in a minute. Alright. There we go then. But I've already done bring peace to Hyrule Field. And did it? I think you've done a few bring peace to quests because there are encampment takeovers. Takeovers, and that's how you're supposed to get medals. Do them first. New stuff and medals unlocks. Hold on a minute. Adventure log. I wish these were... I could alphabetize these.
Oh. Maybe it's under side adventures? Don't know what the difference between that. Yeah, bring peace to Hyrule Field. Bring peace to Necluda. Bring peace to Eldon. Bring peace to Akala. Bring peace to Faron. Yeah, I've done those. And I've done Akala. And I've done Eldon and Necluda. So I assume I need to do the other one. Actually, no, haven't I done Akala? I don't know. Minoru! You. Mining time. Said they were heading to Hebra. In that case, I probably need to do the bring peace to Hebra then. Right. And that is a completed and the map. Righto. That's yeah, that's this side of the map done. Whoa. Now I've just got the other side of the map to do. And Hyrule, the bit under Hyrule Field. And over here. And down here. And time to end. Nearly. Right, you know what? Simple thing. Tears of the Kingdom. Let's ask the Oracle. Defeat or mini boss reward. Reward for defeating all mini bosses. Oh. Nope. No. It is map. It is tracked. There is a sub story that requires me to kill every single mini boss in the game. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Reward for all mini bosses are disappointing. You know what? Why not? Let's. Yeah. What's the reward? Oh! Oh, I get bugger all. The gloom hands count towards the thing. I Here's the kingdom. How to get all six. 17 Glycos, 35 Foe Constructs, 69 Hinox, 4 Moldigo, 40 Frongs, 87 Stone Taluses. How do you earn each monster medal? Monster Control Crew. If you speak to them as the first, then he'll give you a quest to kill one of each.
Lecos, Foe Constructs, Hinox, Moldigas, Fronks, and Stone Talus. So, we don't have to do anything. Yeah, Gloomhand said peace. Gloomhands don't count towards it. We have to do Glecos, Foe Constructs, Hinox, Moldigas, Fronks, and Stone Taluses. So we're not locked out of it. We are not locked out of completing it. And to be honest, at this point in the game, are there really 87 Stone Taluses? Or is it only counting the overworld? You must kill every single one of these specific monsters in the game if you want these medals. Oh, right. So, yeah, I literally do have to kill every single monster in the game of that particular type. Oh, this game keeps getting worse. Oh, come on, you stupid bloody... Right, fine. Okay, so we're doing it. We have no choice. We have to do it. So every single mini-boss on this map, we need to do. Every single mini-boss on this map, we need to do. Every single mini-boss on this map, we need to do. With the exception of the Gloomhands, because even the devs understood that those things are broken as all heck, and we can't finish them. I thought this is why you were doing them. Oh, I was doing them because I could tick them off on the dungeon map and I could say, oh, there we go, I've at least done all the mini-bosses. I didn't realise that there were actually... Well, there isn't a reward, but I didn't realise the game actually tracked it because I need all of the medals for a sub-story. So if I want to get the medals, I have to kill every mini-boss to get the sub-story because that's part of the completion. I just wish there was a way. I'm going to have to create a spreadsheet of all the schematics now as well, so I can at least track what I have and I don't have for auto build. Oh, this is just a glorious experience. Oh, why I am never touching this game ever again when I've finished it. End of. Once I have finished this game, it's going on the shelf and I will just never touch it again. I at least replayed Breath of the Wild a couple of times. This game, no! We googly moogly. Right, anyway, where were we up to? Might as well keep pressing on and hope that I've not missed a mini-boss, because if I have, I am going to be very, very sad. Okay. He did say he wanted 100%, so... that's what he should have known would happen. Well, yeah. I am legitimately confused why this is an issue since you were doing it anyway. It isn't. Just annoyed. I was doing it anyway. I thought for a moment, one glorious brief moment, I could invoke the rule of bollocks. I could say, well, it doesn't count to anything, so I could just stop killing the mini-bosses and crack on with the rest of the game. And then in a split second, that was dashed with another BS completion thing, so... oh, well. Well, it's not so much time to end. All I've got to do is pack up the stream and then rest a bit before I wander off into town and have a curry. So there we go. Right, anyway, with that, we will save the game. We will save the game. You'll replay it. It's just to adventure and mess around with your not yet built house. Possible. Don't know. But either which way, this will all have to be discovered next time. It's the wrong... no, there we go. There we go, there we go. Final tally. 1 shrine, 141 light roots, 140... no, 141 or whatever. We've just done mini-bosses this afternoon. But there we go. Oh well, whatever. So we now actually have a pinpoint of... yeah, that's definitely something that... it's concrete now. So I suppose that's a good thing. That's a good thing. It's concrete. We have no option but to do all of the mini-bosses. We can't invoke the rule of bollocks without throwing out the completion run, so... because what it is, that's what we're doing. So, yeah, we're going to spend a lot more time, well, a bit more time, probably another stream, I suspect, in the depths, murdering mini-bosses, Then we're going to have to spend a bunch of time murdering enemy camps to try and build up our supply of monster parts again. And then after that, we have Akala with the last of the Korok seeds, except for the Thunderhead. So we've basically got Akala Sky to do, Akala Ground to do, Akala Depths to do. We've got the last of the Korok seeds for the ground to do. The last of the shrines, the last of the light routes. Then we have to go and do some of the main story, get access to the ring ruins in Kakaraku, which then unlocks our ability to get the final pieces of armor set, final pieces of armor. And it also allows us to unlock the Thunderhead, which means I have an easier time finding Korok seeds, which means we can finally finish the Korok seeds, and then it's on to finishing up the Monster Control Crew stuff, then on to finishing up the armor upgrades, which probably involves farming a bunch of different components, which I've not got yet. I need to finish all of the recipes. I need to finish all of the sub-stories and all of the side quests, and then finally we have Ganondorf to fight. So, woo! There's still a massive amount of stuff to do yet. Ah, well. I'm just having a bit of a rant, by the way. I know, me ranting, it's a massive shock to everyone, but there we go. Side quests in town you neglected as well. There's a lot of side quests all over Hyrule that I have neglected. It's one of those things where I'm basically leaving the side quests till semi-last now, just so I can wrap them all up in one big chunk, because if I tried to interlace them with everything else, it probably would have been a bit confusing, at least for me, and then it would have been a mess. So, yes. Anyway, with that said, it is now well past our stop time, so if you're new here, hi, I'm Ezio. It's a pleasure to meet you. If you enjoyed what you saw, well, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that follow button, but the decision will always be yours. If you ever want to catch me live, well, I'll be right back here at 7 o'clock on Tuesday. No evening stream today for the regulars, because I'm out for the evening, so unfortunate as it is. So yes, next stream will be at 7 o'clock UK time on Tuesday, as we continue our journey into the world of this fascinating, if not infuriating game. Sorry, I peeked the microphone. The microphone's further away from me now, which is odd, but there we go. Hey, stream, I said that slightly before you said sub-stories. Ah, that's fair. That's fair. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, if you've missed any of the streams, if you want to catch up with any of our journey into the world of The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom so far, which is at 150 plus episodes now, you can find them all linked down in the panels, all in the panels down below in the YouTube archive, which contains playlists of every game, every journey as I call them, that we've ever been on here on this channel, including the previous game, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, which we did a full completion run on, I think. Well, 100% run. I'm starting to doubt whether I did a full completion run of it now, if I have to do monster medals. Anyway, but yes, there's that game that's all done and dusted. That was fun. That took a long time, but it was fun, I suppose. I'll probably say the same thing about this game at the end of it. Well, giving it a bit of time, maybe in a year after the wounds of this game have healed, but we'll see. But anyway, I think that's everything. Everything apart from a thank you to each and every one of you. Be you a chatter, be you a lurker, be you watching live here on Twitch or in the YouTube archives. Thank you for joining me on this journey this afternoon. Thank you for joining me as we've travelled into the world of this certainly fascinating game. And most of all, thank you for spending a little bit of your life here with me on the channel. It means the world. It always will do. And it always does. Now, let's see if we have enough to pay the goodbye forwards. Yes, we do. Is there anyone on the raid list, though? Yes, Traveling Inquisitor. You know what? We haven't thrown a raid in for a bit. We'll throw a raid over to you. Hey, there we go. Raid channel. Oh, hello. Have someone typing in the box. They're Traveling Inquisitor. Raid, and with that said, I'm done to each and every one of you. May you all have a beautiful evening, morning, or afternoon, wherever it is around this whole wide world you are, and as always, until our paths next cross again, the Vortex awaits, and I'll see you all next time.